Hey guys, welcome back to another P3D video. We are back into the 777-300ER with Emirates today, and obviously we are at Dubai International Airport with many other Emirates aircraft around here. Literally many. Surprising, getting good FPS. So yeah, we're flying off to Shanghai Pudong International Airport. This flight should take about 6 hours and 45 minutes, so a juicy length of time, typical long haul flight. And currently getting the catering going with Emirates as well, and then we get the baggage and cargo started up. So let's go and open up some doors here for the rest of the boarding. Let's get the ADIRUs on. Most flights can come to armed. Seatbelt signs can come on as well. We're not really refueling. We'll be down to 048 in terms of fuel. Not point, so fuel. There we go. Did I just click point again? Right, there we go. We're good now. And 0 fuel weight of 234. 0.5. Right, there we go. Right, catering's finished. We can close those doors. Set 2000 on the TGAS there. Those doors are now closing, which are good. We can go and set the pressure to HPA, and the pressure is 1016 currently. So 7 minutes till aligned, or IRS is aligned. So what we can go and do is literally just go and set the init ref page, the first FMC here, and set everything up. So OMDB at currently gate A5, I think it was. Is it 805? Let's try A5 and 805. Seeing if there we go. A5 works. That's good. Put the GPS position in, and company route for today will be OMDB to Shanghai. There we go. I can't click the mouse right now. My hands are so cold. England is freezing. I should probably go and get the radiator turned on, but no point now. Takeoff runway for today is 30 right. There we go. And our flight number is UAE 304. Activate that in, execute it. And 0 fuel weight can go in. We're going to start our cruise today at 330. We should be looking for some step climbs, which is good. Cost index of 85, which is a standard for the 777, and we got our final reserves of 3.4. Like so. That's good. We are powering through this. Let's do departure and arrival. So 30 right, and we're taking a VV2F. Oh no, not that. VV2F. There we go. Execute that in, and we can go back to our init ref. We can go like thrust limit, and from there on, we use PX top cap tool to check this out, to find out what we should be doing. So we apparently it says a D rate of 1, but Emirates don't use D rates. So what we're going to do is climb 1 with 38. Actually, does that change much? No. But doing 38, which gives us an A1 of pretty much 100%. And CG can go in along with flaps 5. VSPs will come in once everything has aligned with the IRSs. And we're going to put our winds in for the airport right now. I know it's not in favour for the runway 12 I know it's in favour for runways 12 to take off, but the winds are so calm, there's no need. Like so. Tailwind of 3 knots, but the real world flight took off from this angle. Well, not angle, runway, so I don't know why I said angle. Also, what we're looking for is a, when do we start? Probably like a 2,000 feet acceleration height as well. Not sure if Top Cat actually says that. Let's copy line. Top Cat, give me a acceleration height. No, it does not. That's fine. So that's all set up, and just gonna wait for the IRSs to align. Boarding is gonna get started. Passenger signs are on. That's good. We can probably get the nav light on as well, and AP can get started up. We've got loads of fuel on board today, so we're pretty much good there. That can just get going, and everything will be good. Left and right pack can come to auto. That's fine. Like I said, we're gonna start our cruise today at 330. Let's just get that onto 1000. 330, and don't know our V2 just yet. It's probably to get the rest of the MCP set up just before we get going, like so. And I think that's fine. We could set the runway heading, which we shall do. And at Dubai, runway 30 right is a heading of 299. Let's go and enter that in. Like so. Right, we're going to wait for the baggage and boarding to be completed. See you then. Hopefully by that time IRSs have aligned as well. Goodbye. Welcome back. Baggage is about to be finished. Boarding has completed for the passenger side, so baggage is just left to do. AP is running, which is good, which means we can go and get rid of the external power here, disconnect it up. We can go and disarm all of these doors. And ground connections, make sure parking brake is set. Wheel chocks are removed. Weather and turbulence on the weather engine here. And let's go back to the doors page, arm that, arm that. Gonna wait for baggage to complete. V speeds are now here. V1 of 168, VR of 176, and V2 of 183. Go to the checklist, and I've done all these in the background. Which is good before start. Flight deck doors closed and locked. NCP can now get going. So 183 is our V2 speed, like so. V1's V speeds are done. CDP flight checklist is complete. Trim, there's no hydraulics, so that's fine. Taxi and takeoff briefing. So it's going to be taxiing literally straight to 30 right via Zulu, and literally cross runway 30 left, and we should arrive at 30 right at Mike 15 or 14. We'll see. Scenery is a bit outdated, so that's that. Beacon light can come on. Request pushback. Gonna wait for other service to complete, and then it should get going. I'll just check outside. All baggage is completed. So we probably close up the doors, straight pushback. That's typical at this airport right now. And here comes the GSX. What's happened to you, man? That's from the aircraft textures. Excuse me. I bought that. Wait. What? What just happened, GSX? Oh dear. Seriously, GSX, this is what you've done to me. Oh dear, I need to update GSX, try and fix this up. Wow. GSX is a bit weird. See if I can like restart it, maybe that might help. Welcome back. Didn't quite fix it. It's still a bit weird. Really sorry. But that's that. I can't really don't know what's happened. Just need to go and restart it. That's what this is from the MCP or something. It's a really weird tug right now. Just grabbing textures from the 777 here. Had the same problem with my last flight I tried to do, which is really annoying. So let's go and get the hydraulics started up, and the fuel pumps as well. Right. Hydraulics are up, AP is running, we're looking good here, everything's fine. Right, park and brake subleased. Let's go into the engine page here so we can see how the engine starts up. So let's go and start number 2. Got some oil textures there, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I need to go and restart GS6. If you're wondering why I'm not using P3D version 4.2 right now, the reason is not a lot of aircraft and like essential add-ons, third-party add-ons aren't really compatible right now with the latest update. So I'm just gonna keep using prepared version 4.1 until I feel that that all my add-ons for 4.2 are all good. There we go. Engine number 2 is started up. Let's go and start number 1. Let's just see how outdated the scenery is. Yeah, it's pretty outdated. Normally the runway does actually come back up there a bit more. But that's just that. Right, should have set the timer, but there we go. We can start it now. We can probably stop the pushback until the nose is probably aligned with this. What has happened to GS6? Seriously, it's outrageous. It's quite funny actually. Just don't understand it. Right, engines are running. We can probably actually get rid of the APU now, and we're just going to stop the pushback here. Set the parking brake because Jesus.
Set parking brake.
The engine's just going to force the parking brakes are set. Right, come on, man. Get over here. Yeah, this is a problem with GS6 right now. It's extremely annoying. Right, pushback's complete. Lights on. And set TCAS to T8 only. Right, we can probably do the flight control check quickly. Full left on the rudder and then full right before we get taxiing, and then good. So 5.25 on the trim here. There we go. Flaps 5. That's good. There's no need to arm the speed brakes. Auto brake can come to RTO. And they're pretty much going to go full left on the rudder here. Nothing on the overhead that we need to do. APU is cooling down. And about taxiing to the runway. Yeah, because this is outdated scenery. I can't really use the charts to find out the taxi route. Right, flight control, full left. Good. Full right. Lovely. All the way down. Beautiful and excellent. And all the way up. My yoke just cracked, I think. I don't know what happened to it then. Right, let's line up with the taxi line here. And I think we're good to cross the runway. There's not much stuff coming into land or taking off from that point of view. We'll see from the left side of the the east side of the airport. West side, sorry. West side. If anything's taking off or landing there, because AI is AI. Do you see a windsock? But that's not what we're looking for. There was an A380, but it's not on the runway, so we're good to cross it. It's just sitting there, probably wanting to take off. So, flight controls are good. Let's go to the checklist page. That is before taxi, but auto brake should be RTA. There we go. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Lovely. Flight director's on. Let's get the air nav armed. Strobe lights can come on. You probably get all the lights on actually. I'm just going to go straight into rolling takeoff today. Let's get some more speed into the aircraft now. Make sure nothing is down at the end of the runway. I see something. There. That might be taking off actually. You might have to wait for that. Just going to check it out once we get to the hold short. Right, let's just hold short here. Let's check out this aircraft here. Is it going to take off? Is it going to take off? I think it is. Let's just wait for that to take off and then we'll get going. So let's go and set TCAS to TARA now as well. We should have everything online. That's all good. Traffic, nice. It's just lining up, I believe, right now. Kind of cool to see the takeoff today. Cabin's ready. Don't know if you heard the ding, but that's ready now, which is good. And hopefully this gets taking off soon. I really want to watch this takeoff. Don't know what aircraft it is. Probably that Beechcraft King Air 350. There's two Beechcraft 350s. There it goes. It's got a bit of a crosswind, I think. I don't know. Oh, ready to rotate. Right, let's go and line up on the runway. Parking brakes are released. Bring in some engine power here. Get the aircraft going. Everything on the overhead, it looks good. Lights are on. Auto brakes set. And passenger signs are on. And we get a rolling start going. There goes the aircraft there. Right, let's bring some engine power up. Start the timer. Get about 50% on the N1. It's fine, Tiger. Right, there we go. Tiger's coming up. Airspeed's alive. Looking for 100.2% in the N1. $80 knots. Powering down this runway.
V1.
V1. Rotate. Make sure we don't get a tail strike here. We should keep positive rate of climb, gear up. What a beautiful departure out of Dubai. Wonderful. Really lovely departure. Trim has been set really nicely as well. And it's not foggy, which is nice. We can actually see stuff. Right, VNAV on. We could have set the transition altitude in the VNAV here. Like so. Right. Power is being reduced.
Traffic.
And flats can come up. Oh, we've got some traffic, that's fine. It looks like we're just going to pass it, which is good to see. We're probably going to be climbing a lot higher than it is. It's probably just down there somewhere. There it is. It's on final. Don't know, I can't quite see what airline that is. For some reason it looks like a Jet Airways Airlines or whatever, I don't know. But right, checklist. Landing gear flaps are up. After takeoff checklist is completed. What a view. Got a bit of engine shake here. I'm going to turn that off. Blast area. Is that it? Yes. Nice. Probably do the same in the other engine as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed our takeoff out of Dubai. I'll see you down in the descent at Shanghai Pudong. Enjoy the cinematics. Goodbye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent down into Shanghai. We've got quite a long flight time right now, a bit delayed. And there's some sort of town or city we're flying over right now. Nicely lit up with a, looks like a rail line going through the middle of it, like so. So the aircraft is very dark, got the tail light on, and we should have the passenger signs activated as well. Not sure what the transition altitude is, but I don't think it's 1800 feet, because within Asia, I think it's Asia or China, they work in meters, so you can see I've got the meters signed up here. And just going to check out our transition altitude. Yeah, so it's 118, like so. It's going to request the descent forecast. And that should get going. Yeah, you see the flight time's 7 hours and 23 minutes. Right, load up the descent forecast, and shouldn't take too long. There we go. So we're going to be landing on 34 right today with an ILS Y arrival. We're not doing the RNAV Z arrival, or the RNAV to ILS Z arrival. I'm going to go straight into the ILS without the RNAV. We've got lots of green lights. Never knew that China used green lights, but hey, green street lights it is. Might not even be street lights. Don't even know what it is. Might be some stuff that they use in China. You see one down there. And loads. Right. So do I have the speed brakes out? No. Let's go to the checklist, make sure the descent's all good. There's recall. We're all good there. Notes are checked. Auto brake, we'll be using auto brake 1 today. Landing data, we're just going to set that up as well. Flaps 30 for today. And approach briefing, well, I've already said, so that's all good. Descent's good. Approach will be the altimeters. But we're not actually past the channel. Actually, no. As I say that, we're just going right past it. So let's go and undo the standard pressure, which should have done all of them. And the QNH 1029. So it's going to set that. I can't scroll, can I, to do this? 1029. That should have cross-checked all of that. Yes, nice. So that did make us 500 feet above side altitude. Hopefully the aircraft wakes up and actually descends. Also, it's going to get speed brakes out because we need to decelerate as well. Got another airport down there as well. That is indeed, if that's a sky, let me. Hongzhou, I believe is how you say it. The IKO of ZSSS. Right, let's go and reduce this down to about, maybe go around altitude somewhere around there. Maybe the transition altitude, which looks like, oh, hello. Yeah, it's about 5,000 feet will do for now. So we are looking at it looks like it says 990 feet go around. I think we're going to go around at about 1,000, not 1,000 feet, but 3,000 feet. You can see some most of the Shanghai is actually loading in now, which is cool. Got an aircraft down there. Might have actually just departed out of that airport. I said, there it is. Yeah, there's quite a lot. There's quite a lot of aircraft down there actually. That must be really popular. Let me go and check the. After this video, I'll probably check the airport out, see if there's any scenery, see if we can do a flight to that airport. Yeah, you can see there, ZSSS. Right, we're back on the VNAV, and just passing 10,000 feet, lights on. There it is. Lights are on. Yeah, I hope you know the cinematics as well. So we can get like a good GoPro view here. Got some really lit up bridge there. Where's that bridge gone? I think that's been yeah, a bit over exaggerated there. Bit too bright. Trying to remember if we I think we arrived into this airport at in the morning. The last flight we came to this airport. It's really beautiful scenery. Be good to see it in the day as well. Right, let's go and get some floodlights on because it might be a bit dark. It might help. Not that one. This one. There we go. Let's get some floodlights on, which is so it's easy to see the aircraft cockpit or flight deck, whatever you want to call it, like so. That's all nicely lit up now. Got some random oxygen test things lit up in the back. Nothing else. Might be able to see the airport. There's a big lag spike, so it must be loading in now. And I see some green lights over there. That could be the airport just there, but I doubt it. It's probably in this dark, misty area over there. And I think I see it. I saw something moving over there. Yes. There's the airport. What's the current weather? There's not much clouds actually, which is nice to see. It's clear. Temperature's 4 degrees Celsius. There's nothing else I need to put in here actually, do I? No. Yeah, it's 4 degrees Celsius, 290 at 6 knots, so pretty much good for a 3-4 landing. And yeah, visibility is completely, well, it's quite low because it is dark, but there's no fog or anything. There's cars. Yes, there's cars driving on the fields because P3D and Orbex does not, well, Orbex Vector hasn't really worked quite so well, has it? Right, FMC message track is required apparently. Yeah, it's fine. It's not that much of a... Maybe it doesn't like too much of an airspeed there. Okay, let's bring in some drag then. Let's release it now. Let's probably on the speed brakes. And oh, here goes the airport. Yeah. What's our terminal for landing today? It looks like we're going to be landing on terminal, not landing on it, but parking up at Terminal 2, which is the east side of the airport, so the far side, which is good because we are landing on 3-4 right. Then we'll probably taxi down like one of the Romeo exits onto Terminal 2. And then probably a we could park around the back. I want to try that out actually. Right, approaching 5,000 feet. But I want to take it down to 2,000 now, which is probably like the ILS. As soon as we get the start of the final coming up here, we can probably go and get everything, all the flaps set and gear as well. Right, approach is checked, landing, well, speed brakes are armed, but the flaps and gear aren't yet down. So it's going to be flying all the way around, coming in there. Takeoff runway might be 3-5 right as well. Probably going to get the approach set up. Just make sure we can get the everything aligned as soon as possible. Let's get the approach display online. Because we can still see the ND over there, which is cool. If I keep the view like that, then it'll be easier. Looks like we're good for a flaps 1. Technically just the slats, but there's that. Hopefully we get some deceleration from that. Right, localizer is all good. I don't want to align with it just yet, so that might be a bad idea activating the approach right now. But now it knows where to go, which is good. So, yeah. Right, let's go and try and create some more drag, so let's go and get the gear down. Set flaps 5. There's that. Got a bit of lag, and we're actually turning into final here. Let's go and get the approach on. Localizer is active. Glide slope will come in soon. It is turning a bit early actually. So we're going to have to get the vertical speed on first. We can get down to that glide slope, which would be good. We also need to set the minimums, which is a bit later doing this actually. At 212. Speed brakes are extended, now they're not. .212, come on. 220, 210. Oh no. There we go. 212. Nice. Right, flaps coming down. Speed's coming down to whatever it was meant to be. 148. Let's go and get some speed brakes to help that. And some flaps would help that as well. As soon as we get past that little yellow line, we can go and set flaps 30 for approach. Cabin's ready, that's nice. And there we go, flaps 30. Speed brake is extended, I know. Get rid of it. Yeah, we've still got some deceleration, which is nice. So flaps are now 30. Landing gears down. Speed brake is armed. We're good there. Landing checklist is complete. Right, let's get rid of the autopilot. Autopilot disconnected. It's coming down a bit on the glide slopes, trim up just a tad. Bring the nose to the right as well. Got a bit of a crosswind. Look at that.
1,000.
Right, bring the nose down and to the left now. Trying to fly the aircraft from the wing view. Not quite so well. Don't think we're going to see the aircraft crabbing that much. Yeah, well, it actually is. It's crabbing just a tad. Got 2 whites, 2 reds, which is nice to see.
500.
We're losing that actually as well. Bring the nose up. Hopefully the auto throttle can compensate for that. 2 whites, 2 reds again. That's nice. Bring the nose down. To the left just a tad as well. And we'll be good there. Nice approach. Hopefully you get a nice and smooth landing for today.
Minimums. 100.
Right.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Right out of throttle. Bit of a floater. Touchdown. Nice and smooth. Right. Reverses. Nice and lovely. Right. Reverses are in. Manual braking. Come off the fast exit here, like so. There's terminal 2. And lights can come off. Taxi light on. Strobe light off. And we're good. Navigograph is not quite aligned with the with what it's actually at on the aircraft here. So it's a bit annoying. To stop the timer, the flight time is 7 hours and 37 minutes long. It's about half an hour delay from the normal flight time. Auto brake can come off. We didn't actually clear up, so it's going to clear up now. Like so. And as soon as we find a little turning to the left, we'll get that going as well. There's our actual aircraft, so that's where actually our flight would have parked at, and it looks like we can go and park whatever to the left of that, where our current Emirates is parked at, which is number 85. Right, let's go scroll through here. So we find 85. 85. There we go. We should see it just all set up as well. Yep, that's good. Looks like there's no dynamic lighting at this airport, which is very sad. And where's this? Romeo 5. Nice, alright. Let's give it a wide left turn here. Bit of a faster turn there, but it's fine. We're all cleaned up, which is good. Let's go and get the wing light on now. And we're pretty much good to cross the runway here. That's landing on 3-4 right, so that's all good. Put the strobes on as we cross the runway. Might be a good idea. Got Lufthansa 747. Is that an Etihad? Yeah, Etihad 787. Air Canada 777 there as well. Got some Delta as well, which is a bit crazy. Well, I guess it comes from the east of the world, the east side of the world. Yeah, so strobes can come off. And we'll park this baby up. Right, let's go and get the APU started up as well now. APU is starting up. It'd be nice to see some dynamic lighting in this airport, but sadly there isn't any. Should have set the TCAS to TA only now. Traffic can come off, don't need that. Data, weather, data, terrain on that one. Bring this to the left. And now we can see quite a lot of stuff. We can probably turn off the lights. And park next to our other big aircraft of the A380. Right, here we go. So that's 83. We'll be parking on 85. I'm assuming 84 will probably be that way. Oh, that's not. Probably on Terminal 4. Terminal 1, sorry. That's where 84 is. Right, bring the left turn. Right turn, sorry. And it looks like we've been catered by HAS, which I have no idea who that is at all. Right, let's slow ourselves down to about 5 knots. Looks like we've got the green, and then we've got yellow. I have no idea how this parking system works. Let's hope it goes well. I'm assuming we have to guess how to line up. And there's yellow and red. I'm assuming that's a stop. No, it's not. Let's keep it moving. This texture's a bit blurred out actually. Might be just because it's at night. There we go. Red. Okay, let's just go and stop here then. Parking brake is set, APU's running, which is nice to see. And engines can shut down. Deboarding. And hydraulics off. Fuel pumps off. Packs can come off now. No need for them on. AGR IRUs, emergency exit lights can come off. And from all of that, seatbelt signs come off now. And the beacon light, and of course no, that's actually no. We can keep the nav light on. We do have power, and normally we'll put the dome light on now. You can see more stuff in the cockpit. Let's go into the checklist. Parking brake is set. Secure, packs are off. And also, we'll probably go to the FMC here. I normally probably get the ground connections, the wheel chocks connected up, like so. And it looks like there's no jetways. It's a bit annoying. Let's disarm all the doors. Open them up. And just remembered to stop the other timer. With that, it's got 7 hours and 49 minutes of our block time, and that's going to give us some very good pay. So, I hope you enjoyed our flight today with Emirates and the 777-300ER from Dubai to Shanghai. You can see this is where dynamic lighting just goes wrong for AI. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the flight. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.